Insights 101, ready to do your reading for September. I hope you guys are all doing really well. The very first card that you get is from the Holy Amethyst, talking about divine alchemy. This came up for another sign as well. Alchemy, kind of made famous by Saint Germain, who literally was able to turn lead into gold. In our life situations, it's about sort of taking challenges and transforming them into positive experiences or positive ways of going about something that we're trying to accomplish maybe. It feels like overall in your reading that some of you might be coming up against some challenges, and the good news is that it feels like September is really powerful in terms of working things out and having breakthroughs. September looks like really good time for breakthroughs for you guys, for Virgos. The next card that comes up, it says that, maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's a better way to go about solving this challenge. In addition to finding the good in it, alchemy typically too is about sort of transforming it. So taking finding the sort of dissecting it, finding the good parts and leaving the bad parts, and taking what's good from it and applying it moving forward to what you're actually desiring to accomplish. And so Archangel Michael is coming in to say maybe there's a better way. Maybe there's another course of action available to you that you just haven't quite found yet, and he's inviting you to find somebody that you can talk to about this. Working alone might not be the best option. So for some of you, you might be sort of trying to figure it out on your own, and Archangel Michael is saying, maybe a really good trusted friend might have an answer for you. Not only potentially from their perspective, but also Spirit is saying that, sorry about the airplane, here it comes. I'm going to keep going. Sometimes Spirit can speak through our friends. So pay attention if you get together with a really good friend that you trust and have open communication about this challenge that you might be bumping up against in terms of what the bigger picture that you're trying to create. Whether it's career, family, your home, whatever it could be in relation to. They're not specific about that in here. So, it could be a project that you're working on at work, at home. It really could be anything for you guys. And so, but it does feel like some of you might be trying to resolve it yourself. And Archangel Michael, it's interesting that he said trusted friend, that word trusted. So it could be that some of you don't feel sort of emotionally safe to share with anybody. And so in a way, maybe you've sort of isolated yourself to avoid what you perceive might be embarrassment. I don't know if that resonates with you. But it's just interesting that he said find a trusted friend, somebody that you can trust. Not just overall, but with your emotions. Somebody who's not going to judge you. That's what he's saying. Find somebody who's not going to judge you no matter what you say. And not only will you get perspective from that particular person, but Spirit will be working with that person to help you as well. For some of you, you see the situation accurately. It's like you're seeing it for what it is. Some of you may not feel like you see it accurately. That's why it's a good idea to talk to a friend, because there's some aspect or some element of it that is eluding you. And so this friend might be able to help with that. Overall, though, generally speaking, you see like where the problem is, you see the root of it, you see the situation, you see it resolved, you see how it could work. You guys are really good at that. You see things in the best way possible for the most people possible. You can see things that other people can't see. I know a few Virgos, and they just have the ability to just see how things can work out, and yet sometimes don't feel like they're heard or understood by other people. And so maybe too, that's why he's saying find a trusted somebody who's not going to judge you and will actually listen to what you're saying, because you know that what you are trying to do, could work. For example, it could work. It's the right thing to do. It would help lots of people. You guys are very sweet. Okay, I was wondering where this was going to come in. You guys are very kind-hearted. And sometimes maybe you're misunderstood. Again, as to, with this trusted friend. Find a trusted friend. Maybe you're misunderstood because the way through as you see it can be easily targeted as something not, straightforward, or not, what's the word? Not legitimate is not the word, but not of integrity, when it is. You guys are pure hearts. So kind-hearted and for the good of all. And at the same time, you have these amazing ideas that are often sort of outside the box, that maybe a lot of people just would not understand, or they would put their views on it and then stamp it, not good for some reason, leaving you with this brilliant, amazing idea and feeling kind of stalled on how to move forward with it. So one thing to do, they're saying, is to find a trusted friend. Another thing that they're suggesting is to just sleep on it. So if you feel like you're kind of at a stalling point in something you're trying to accomplish, that's amazing. Part of this alchemy of transforming it, the solutions can come in your sleep, while you're sleeping. I had this happen just the other day. I was working on something and I spent hours. I could not figure it out. And I personally have a very hard time not finishing what I start. And as a math person, I want to find that solution. I'll stay up all night long with a math problem to get to that solution. It drives me nuts. But this one I just couldn't figure. It was just not coming. And so I just went to sleep. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep. And I woke up in the morning with the answer. It's almost like our brains keep going. Even when we allow our bodies to sleep, the brain keeps going to try to figure things out. And in our sleep state, there's no ego to interfere with, what if and all your fears. None of that is in the way. So it's almost like by just taking a nap or going to sleep early, or just, going to sleep on a challenge, something you're trying to figure out, by going to sleep, you're sort of allowing your brain to just do its computer thing. And oftentimes you can just wake up with the answer. I literally woke up with the answer. It was fantastic. So they're saying, don't hesitate to go to sleep. For others of you, there may be some forgiveness that's wanting to happen, that's called for. Some forgiveness somewhere. Everything is love. There are two people here, so it could be, but they're identical, so it could be forgiving self for something in maybe a previous situation. It doesn't feel like it, though. This one really feels more like it's just kind of allowing yourself to go to sleep and forgiving yourself. This really feels like it's forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for not figuring it out. It's as if you're beating yourself up because you haven't figured it out. Does that make sense? It could be forgiving yourself for the fear around not being understood, something about that, something about just having these really great ideas and just not knowing how to help people understand what you're suggesting or what you're saying. And then again, just sort of beating yourself up for not being able to do that. And they're saying, no, people have their own opinions, they have their own impressions. It's like forgive yourself. This feels really light. It feels very quick. It feels like it could happen very fast. There is no benefit to you or anybody else to beat yourself up for anything, really. You're doing the best you can, and she wants to come up. Your heart is pure. Your heart is pure. And you know this. You know this. Your heart is pure. So there's no need to beat yourself up over anything. Because your heart's in the right place, you're doing the right thing, you're trying to create something, whatever this challenge is interrupting this thing that you're trying to create. She's inviting you to just, let go of what needs to be let go of. Allow yourself to sleep to come up with a solution to it. Another suggestion they have for you is to deliberately generate some happy thoughts. So in the midst of a frustration, a challenge, if that's what's happening for you, if you have this challenge that you're working on transforming, this divine alchemy of turning the negative into a positive, it's kind of a bit like sleep. Sleep wants to come back. It's a bit like sleep, where you just sort of take the challenge and you just set it aside. When you go to sleep, you're kind of in a way setting it aside to allow your brain and spirit to come in, claircognizant, downloads, that's the word, downloads to come in to help you with the solutions. So sleep is kind of a way of just sort of setting it, sort of getting out of your own way idea. And another way to do that is to deliberately manage your thoughts by creating happy thoughts. And one way to do that is by remembering happy things. So to just take 5 minutes, close your eyes, and remember some beautiful memories. Maybe if you're wanting to generate love and joy, you might remember some times where, when was the last time you just felt, pure bliss and happiness. That might be one one area of memories that you deliberately generate for yourself, and you get yourself in this amazing state. I did a video on this this morning, actually, about thoughts, about generating our thoughts. And we lead in life with our energy, and our energy comes from our core. Our thoughts connect to our emotions, and that generates our sort of field, our sort of energy field, and it affects people, it affects the world, it affects what comes into our experience. It's very, very powerful. As simple as that this may sound, is to just remember happy memories. It seems so simple, and yet it is the simple things that are, in fact, the most powerful. So remember some happy memories. Practice with this. Practice just taking 5 minutes, she says. She wanted to come up with this one. Practice just giving yourself 5 minutes to close your eyes and just remember the last time you felt what you're wanting to feel now with regard to this challenge, and being on the other side of it, being the alchemist, transforming it into positive. Now, how will you feel? And remember the last time you felt like that. Remember that. Maybe you want to feel empowered. So then the question would be, to sit down and close your eyes and practice this. Sit down, close your eyes, and remember the last time you felt truly 100% empowered, powerful, grounded, commanding, confident. When was the last time you felt like that? Remember those and embody those emotions and those feelings that come with that. With all of these suggestions, to assist you with this alchemy and whatever challenges you might be going through. Your final 3 cards are about very soon things are going to change for you. Very quickly. Very, very quickly. Very soon and very quickly things will speed up, and you'll get to the other side, the alchemy of this. Whatever challenges might be going on, very quickly, very, very quickly solutions come. A great deal of activity, and all of a sudden, immediate results, like sudden and immediate results can happen. The 8 of Gabriel. Gabriel is the archangel of sort of coaches, life coaches, healers, writers, creators. That as you allow yourself to sleep, remember that you're kind-hearted. Forgive yourself. No more beating yourself up over anything. Remember happy thoughts. Remember empowering memories, and generate that for yourself. When you combine those 3 suggestions from Spirit around any challenges that you might be having, immediate results can happen. Immediate. And then you get the 9 of Ariel. You get these dreams come true. Your dreams fulfilled very quickly. These are coming up together. Very, very quickly, dreams are fulfilled. The challenge dissolves. It resolves itself. A love of the beautiful things in life. Hard work leads to great success. Hard work. Hard work leads to great success. For some of you, it may be challenging to just go to sleep. It may be challenging to forgive yourself, to generate happy thoughts for yourself. You know, for some of you, that could be work. So, congratulations on your efforts. When you are, when you do that, results can come very, very quickly. The very results that you're looking at when you're seeing the other side of this, you guys. So it looks good, Virgo. Some simple things to help you get to the other side of any challenges that might be going on for you now or that may come up in September. Things happen fast. All right? I love you guys. Until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.